Hello students, I welcome you all to Educrat IAS Academy's initiative Edu-Samiksha, wherein we will be discussing some news with respect to UPSC Prelims and Mains perspective for the date 14th October 2025. So let us start with our discussion. So the first topic that we're going to take up is Unified Markets Interface. Okay, so recently RBI has unveiled the Unified Market Interface. Okay, now this is a landmark initiative and which is aiming at revolutionizing the India's financial market infrastructure by introducing the asset tokenization and also to wholesale central bank digital currency. Okay, now what is asset tokenization? What is wholesale central bank digital currency? We're going to discuss all these things in details. But before that, where it has been announced? It has been announced in the Global FinTech Fest 2025. And this UMI, it is a significant step towards integrating the blockchain based system into the mainstream financial operations. Okay, now what is unified market interface? Okay, so what is unified market interface? Unified market interface ये क्या है? It is a digital market infrastructure platform and किसने develop किया है? It has been developed by RBI and it allows the tokenization, trading and settlement of financial assets इसके through by using the wholesale central bank digital currency. Okay, now what is it envisioning? The envision is it is basically a unified interface and that is in similar line with the UPI. Okay, UPI means unified payment interface. Okay, and what it is designed to? It is basically designed for the institutional level financial transaction. Okay, it is designed for the institutional level financial transactions जो किस में होता है? जैसे सिक्योरिटी हो गया, बॉन्ड हो गया एंड डेरिवेटिव्स में. ओके, नाउ अगर हम सिंपल टर्म्स में इसको समझने की कोशिश करें, देन यूपीआई किस में होता है? फॉर रिटेल पेमेंट्स में, वेयर एज यूएमआई कहां पे यूज होता है? फॉर फाइनेंशियल मार्केट सेटलमेंट्स में. ओके, नाउ if we talk about the asset tokenization, okay, so what is asset tokenization? It is basically the core of UMI. Okay, अब asset tokenization किसको रेफर करता है? Asset tokenization refers to the conversion of रियल वर्ल्ड फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स. अब रियल वर्ल्ड फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स क्या है? रियल वर्ल्ड फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स जैसे गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज, बॉन्ड्स, गोल्ड और कमोडिटीज. तो एसेट टोकनाइजेशन क्या करता है कि एसेट टोकनाइजेशन इट कन्वर्ट्स these real world financial assets into digital tokens. और किसके ऊपर है? It is a blockchain based distribution ledger. Okay, now if we talk about the benefits of tokenization, so क्या क्या benefits है? First one is fractional ownership. Fractional ownership में क्या होता है कि it allows small investors to own parts of high value financial assets. Okay, apart from this it is enhancing the liquidity. तो liquidity कैसे enhance हो रही है? क्योंकि these tokens can be traded globally. Okay, globally and anytime, thereby it improves the market depth. Okay, next is transparency. Transparency कैसे? क्योंकि we are using the blockchain based technology. Okay, now this blockchain records every transactions and it ensures the temper proof audit trials. Okay, देन नेक्स्ट बेनिफिट क्या है? फास्टर सेटलमेंट्स. फास्टर सेटलमेंट्स कैसे? क्योंकि दीज स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स दिस बेसिकली रिमूव द इंटरमीडियरीज. जो बिचौलिया है, जो इंटरमीडियरीज है, उनको रिमूव कर रहे हैं. ओके, देन इट इज ऑल्सो रिड्यूसिंग द कॉस्ट्स एंड द रिस्क्स. ओके, नाउ इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द होलसेल सेंट्रल बैंक डिजिटल करेंसी, सो व्हाट इज दिस सीबीडीसी? CBDC क्या है? It is a digital form of central bank currency. Okay, and it is exclusively used for financial institutions. Okay, इसके लिए ताकि इंटरबैंक और लार्ज वैल्यू सेटलमेंट्स को पूरा किया जा सके. ओके, नाउ If we talk about how this UMI uses central bank digital digital currency, then it is basically acting as the CBDC acting as a settlement layer, and it allows the real-time, secure and intermediary-free transactions between the institutions. Okay. Now, RBI's CBDC's pilot result. तो RBI ने एक पायलट प्रोजेक्ट रन किया था, तो उसमें क्या देखा गया कि इट लॉन्च्ड इन नवंबर 2022 अंडर द डिजिटल रूपी प्रोजेक्ट, एंड द फाइंडिंग्स वेयर it reduced the settlement risk, it improved the transaction speed, and it also lowered the operational cost. So these all are the findings of RBI CBDC's pilot results. Okay, now if we talk about the account aggregator, so what is account aggregator? Account aggregator framework क्या है? So RBI, by using the complementary digital ecosystem, it is strengthening the account aggregator ecosystem. Okay, कैसे strengthen कर रहा है? By ensuring the seamless data integration across the financial entities. Okay, and thereby it also enables the safe share of financial data. Okay, अगर हम current status की बात करें, then as of 2025, so there are 17 registered aggregators, 650 financial information users, 150 financial information providers, 160 plus million linked accounts, and there are 3.66 billion data sharing requests are processed. Okay, now अभी अगर strong account aggregator होता है, तो strong account aggregator क्या ensure करता है? It basically ensures the data backed credit and investment decisions can operate efficiently on the UMI platform. So this is what it ensures. Now, if we talk about the RBI's broader fintech push, तो RBI UMI के साथ साथ it launched 4 new fintech innovations. अब वो 4 new fintech innovations क्या क्या है? UPI Help. तो UPI Help क्या करता है? It is a AI based small language model. Okay, ये क्या करता है? It assists the users in multiple languages. All right. What is the significance? It will basically boost the user trust and also grievance redressal में भी मदद मिलती है. Okay. Next, what RBI launched? IoT payments with UPI. So IoT payments with UPI, it basically enables the devices to make autonomous payment. Okay. अब इससे क्या मदद मिलती है? It integrates the finance with smart technology. All right. Next is बैंकिंग कनेक्ट. ओके, अब ये बैंकिंग कनेक्ट क्या कर रहा है? इट इज यूनिफाइंग द नेट बैंकिंग इंटरफेस अक्रॉस द बैंक्स. अब इससे क्या मदद मिल रही है? इट इज सिंप्लीफाइंग द ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शंस. ऑलराइट, नेक्स्ट इज यूपीआई रिजर्व पे. अब यूपीआई रिजर्व पे क्या कर रहा है? इट इज अलाउइंग द प्री ब्लॉकिंग ऑफ क्रेडिट फॉर रिकरिंग पेमेंट्स. ओके, अब क्या मदद मिल रही है इससे? इट इज एनहांसिंग द क्रेडिट कंट्रोल एंड ईज ऑफ यूज. So all these initiatives together, this is complementing the UMI and positioning India in the global finance innovation hub. Okay. Now, what is the significance of unified market interface? Okay. So, क्या significance है? First, so this significance can be broadly categorized into 2 categories. Okay. First one is economic and the second one is strategic. अगर हम इकोनॉमिक सिग्निफिकेंस की बात करें, देन व्हाट इट इज डूइंग? इट इज मॉडर्नाइजिंग द मार्केट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. कैसे मॉडर्नाइज कर रहा है? बाय इंटीग्रेटिंग द ब्लॉकचेन एंड सीबीडीसी इनटू द कोर फाइनेंशियल मार्केट. ओके, देन इट इज ऑल्सो ऑपरेशनल, इट इज ऑल्सो इंश्योरिंग द ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी. ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी कैसे इंश्योर कर रहा है? बाय इंस्टेंटेनियस सेटलमेंट. ओके, बाय इंस्टेंटेनियस सेटलमेंट ऑफ द so that it reduces the cost and also increases the efficiency, thereby reducing the systemic risks. Okay, next is transparency and accountability. कैसे? Because we are using the blockchain and blockchain ensures that every transaction is verified. Okay, next is inclusivity. कैसे inclusivity ensure कर रहा है? By enabling the retail participation. Okay, by enabling the retail participation in high value investments. Okay, next is it is also aligning with global integration. कैसे? क्योंकि India's financial market can align with international digital tokenization initiative, जैसे सिंगापुर का हो गया, स्विट्जरलैंड, एंड देयर आर अदर कंट्रीज ऑल्सो. If we talk about the strategic and policy relevance, then it is supporting lot of schemes. So first one is it is supporting India's DPI. DPI means digital public infrastructure. It is strengthening the RBI's aim of digital rupee. Then it is also encouraging the financial inclusion. Okay, apart from this, it is also enhancing the cross border interoperability markets. Okay, so what all are the challenges? So there are a lot of challenges. So the first challenge being regulatory framework. क्यों? क्योंकि the need for clear laws, it basically govern the tokenized assets and investor protections and also the dispute resolution. Second is cyber security risk. क्यों? क्योंकि we are using the blockchain and digital technologies. अगर इसको सही से secure नहीं किया गया, then it may lead to the data breach. Okay. Next is interoperability issues. Interoperability issues क्योंकि we want a smooth integration between different platforms. Different platforms जैसे UMI, CBDC, account aggregators, and there are other traditional systems. So we want a seamless interoperability, and this becomes a major challenge. Okay. Next is market awareness. कैसे? Financial institutions and investors, they need education on tokenization. Okay, on the tokenization mechanism. Next is there are legal recognition. Then legal clarity should be there with respect to the ownership and also smart enforceability. So what could be the way forward? So the major way forward could be we have to establish a robust regulatory framework. Okay, robust regulatory framework so that we can test the UMI and UMI based products. Okay. Next, what we can do, we can ensure the public-private partnership or public-private collaboration so that we can scale these blockchain initiatives. Apart from this, we can enhance the digital literacy and also cyber security frameworks. Okay. इसके अलावा हम और क्या कर सकते हैं? We can also integrate the UMI with international mechanism or international market. Okay. So the UMI is basically, it represents a defining moment in India's financial evolution. कैसे? जैसे UPI has become a huge success, UMI can also become a huge success. Okay, but for to become a huge success with respect to UMI, it needs to seamlessly interoperate or seamlessly integrate the CBDC, the digital market infrastructure, and also RBI. With this, the RBI is basically setting the stage for transparent, efficient, and inclusive financial ecosystem. Okay, so with this, let us see one mains question. So the question says, discuss the significance of the RBI's unified markets interface in transforming India's financial market infrastructure. So I want all of you to attempt this question and write the answer or the answer framework in the comment box. Now let us move to the next topic for the day. So the second topic that we're going to discuss is India's indigenous 4G stack. Okay, India's indigenous 4G stack. Now, India has recently achieved a significant milestone with respect to the digital transformation journey. कैसे? क्योंकि India has indigenously developed a 4G telecom stack. This is fully homegrown. मतलब end to end, it has been developed in India itself, and it is basically integrating the hardware and the software system with respect to the telecom stack. Okay. So recently, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he at India Mobile Congress 2025, in that Congress, what he said that India basically positions itself into a telecom innovator, not just a consumer. So अब India's indigenous 4G stack ये किसने build किया? This has been developed by three organizations, which is C. Tejas Network and TCS. Okay, and this ensures the Atmanirbhar Bharat in action and also in the digital sovereignty and strategic autonomy. Okay, now what is 4G stack? So before that, let us understand what is 4G. So 4G क्या है? 4G हम सभी को मालूम है कि 4G stands for fourth generation and it is a mobile broadband standard. Okay, पहले 3G था, अब उसका जो अब 4G ने 3G को सक्सीड किया. Okay, and what it enables? It enables the high speed, it enables the wireless broadband access, high speed data, HD video streaming, and it is powered by technologies जैसे LT stands for long term evolution. Then MIMO stands for multiple input multiple output. Then OFDM stands for orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. So all these things are basically powering the 4G technology. Okay, now what is India's 4G stack? अब इंडिया का 4G stack क्या है? It is a completely indigenous end-to-end telecom system. Okay, और ये किसको इंटीग्रेट कर रहा है, किसको कंबाइन कर रहा है? It is integrating the core networks, radio access networks, and also integration software. Okay, so all these things it is integrating. Okay, now if we talk about the key institutions behind the 4G stack, so कौन से institutions है? जैसा कि हम लोगों ने पहले डिस्कस किया, there are 3 institutions that has developed the 4G stacks. So let us see in details what these institutions are and what were the roles of these institutions. So the first institution is CDOT. CDOT means Center for Development of Telematics. Okay, now Center for Development of Telematics, it developed the core network software that manages the data flow, calls and connectivity. Okay, this is what CDOT developed. Next is Tejas network. अब Tejas ने क्या develop किया? It developed the radio access network, or which we call RAN. So it is a hardware that connect the mobile devices with the towers. Okay, next is TCS. Now what TCS, which is Tata Consultancy Service, what it did, it acted as a system integrator जो कि हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर को इंटीग्रेट करने में मदद करती है. Okay, next. So what all are the features of indigenous 4G stack? Okay, so the first feature being end-to-end indigenous stack. अब end-to-end मतलब it is fully developed in India from hardware to software. Okay, next is cloud native design. Cloud native design मतलब the whole structure is built on cloud infrastructure. So इससे क्या होगा कि scalability and easy upgrades में हम लोगों को देखने को मिलेगा. Okay, next is 5G ready architecture. 5G मतलब the design is basically built in such a way so that we can smoothly transition from 4G to 5G. Then open interfaces and interoperability. This is again compatible with the global telecom standards. Okay, global telecom standards for integration and export. Then there is low cost and high efficiency model. क्यों? क्योंकि this are being developed keeping in mind that so that it can used by the developing countries as well. Okay, those developing countries which are seeking an alternative to Chinese system. Okay, then it will also ensure this secure and sovereign network. कैसे? It will reduce the risk, cyber risks, and also foreign backdoor vulnerabilities. Next, what all are the benefits and strategic impact? Okay, so the first major benefit being it will strengthen the digital sovereignty. Digital sovereignty कैसे? क्योंकि it has been fully developed in India and that is why it will reduce the dependency on foreign telecoms. Foreign telecoms जैसे Huawei हो गया, ZT हो गया, Ericsson हो गया, तो इन सब से dependency कम करने में हम लोग को मदद मिलेगी. And it will give India the control over the telecom architecture. Next, what it will do? It will empower the digital inclusion. Digital inclusion कैसे? By bringing the affordable 4G to rural areas, to the tribal regions in sectors जैसे education, healthcare and agriculture. Okay, it will also bridge the digital divide and this will enable the inclusive growth. Okay, now if we talk about the boosting domestic innovation and hubs, कैसे innovation hubs को boost करेगा? By encouraging the local manufacture, by encouraging the research and development and also the telecom startups. Okay, अब ये क्या करेगा? This will not only create the employment opportunity but also it will strengthen the domestic supply chain under Make in India project or Atmanirbhar project. Okay, then if we talk about the defense and security, then it will ensure secure communication networks. Okay, it will ensure secure communication networks and it also reduce the dependency or the risk of foreign surveillance. Okay, next if we talk about the export and geopolitical leverage, then it will offer a affordable and secure alternative to Chinese system, okay, for the developing nations, and also it will enhance India's role as digital infrastructure provider to countries in Africa, South Asia and also Southeast Asia. So what all are the complementary initiatives? So there are various complementary initiatives that will strengthen the India's telecom ecosystem. So कौन से initiatives है? First is Bharat 6G Alliance. Okay, so what it will do? It will drive the indigenous research and development in 6G technologies. Okay, next is Telecom Technology Development Fund, which is TTDF. So what it will do? It will fund the innovation for rural connectivity and domestic research and development. Okay, 100 5G or 6G lab initiative. It will establish test beds or labs for students and startups to build their telecom products. Okay, next is production linked incentive PLI for telecom. So it will promote the domestic manufacturing for telecom equipment and components. Okay, next is digital communication policy 2018. So it will lay the roadmap for self-reliance and also to secure the digital networks. Now if we talk about the challenges and the way ahead, so what all are the challenges with respect to this? So the first major challenge is global competition. क्यों? क्योंकि जो established प्लेयर है उनके साथ compete करने के लिए हम लोगों को क्या चाहिए? हम लोगों को चाहिए sustained research and development and also funding. Okay, next is export financing and after sales support. So what developing nations want? They are expecting a bundled credit and support सिस्टम जो कि चाइना अभी प्रेजेंटली प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशन. सो वी नीड टू रैपिडली transit from 4G to 5G or 6G and that requires a continuous innovation. Cyber security threats, इसको indigenous system, this should meet the global encryption and safety standards so as to mitigate the cyber security threat. Okay, then market adoption की बात करें, then convincing the domestic telecom operators ताकि वो fully adopt so that they can fully adopt the indigenous system. So this is a major challenge. Okay, but what could be the way forward? So first way forward is we need to strengthen the research and development funding. Okay, we need to encourage the public participation, we need to encourage the private participation so that they can both collaborate in telecom technology. Okay, then what we can do? We can expand the export diplomacy. So we can bundle the 4G and 5G exports with India's foreign aid and also the development partnerships. Okay, then what we can do? We can create the global alliance. Global alliance किन किन के साथ? जैसे like minded countries, जैसे यूरोपियन यूनियन हो गया, जापान हो गया, तो इनके साथ हम लोग global alliance create कर सकते हैं so that we can ensure the secure telecom alternatives. Okay, then हम लोगों को स्किल डेवलपमेंट प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा. वी नीड टू ट्रेन द इंडिविजुअल्स, वी नीड टू ट्रेन द वर्कफोर्स. ओके, सो दैट वी कैन क्रिएट इंजीनियर्स फॉर दिस इंडिजिनियस प्रोजेक्ट्स. नाउ द इंडियाज इंडिजिनियस 4G stack, it is more than a technological milestone. it is showing our strategic statement. Okay, strategic statement, and it is also signaling India's resolve to become a digital manufacturing hub. Okay, तो इससे क्या होगा? It will ensure secure communication, it will ensure sovereignty, it will ensure the export affordable technology to the global south. Okay, now with this, let us see one mains question. So the question says, discuss the significance of India's indigenous 4G stack in achieving telecom self-reliance and countering global digital dependence. So you can attempt this question and write the answer framework in the comment box. Now let us move on to the third topic for the day. So the third topic that we're going to discuss is India-Canada relations. Okay. Now, अभी हाल ही में क्या हुआ कि India and Canada are basically Canadian foreign minister visited India, and India's external affairs minister and Canada's foreign minister, they had a meeting. Okay, so let us talk about briefly about their long-standing bilateral relationship. Okay, so both of them shares a relationship with respect to the Commonwealth. Okay, so they are having similar democratic values. They are having Commonwealth ties and also strong people-to-people connections. Okay, so diplomatic relation with Canada, it has been established in the 1947. Okay, और कौन कौन से सेक्टर में डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशन एस्टैब्लिश किया गया, जैसे एजुकेशन हो गया, एग्रीकल्चर, ट्रेड, एनर्जी, सिक्योरिटी, ओके, टेक्नोलॉजी. सो इन ऑल दिस एरियाज we have a diplomatic relations. Okay, but in 2023 there was some roadblocks with respect to Khalistan separatist movement. So there has been some allegations that has been made by Canada to India. So there was a roadblock between the relationship between the both of the nations. But right now in 2025, it is the relationship is basically making a revival, and it is marking a significant step towards enhancing trade, technology, and clean energy corporations. Okay. Now, if we talk about the historical context, then they both are sharing the Commonwealth membership. Okay, and there are a lot of key sectors where the corporations can be seen, जैसे education, agriculture, energy, trade. Okay, education में जैसे scholarship, students exchange, and recently because of the H1B visa fiasco, we can expect that more students would be eyeing on the universities of Canada. Okay, so there is a huge scope in education. Then apart from this agriculture, अगर agriculture की बात करें, then technology transfer and also agri research पे हम लोग cooperate कर रहे हैं. Okay, energy की बात करें, then civil nuclear discussions has also been done. If we talk about the trade, then bilateral commerce and investment में भी हम लोगों ने काम किया है. Okay, अगर हम इंडियन डायस्पोरा की बात करें, so around 1.6 million Indians are residing in Canada. Okay, and they are forming politically and economically influential community in Canada, and they are contributing to business, to politics, and also strengthening the people to people ties. अगर हम educational exchange की बात करें, then over 3 lakh Indians are studying in Canada. Okay, and this is making India the largest source of foreign students. Okay, now if we talk about the trade and economic relations, तो अगर trade and economic relations की बात करें, then with respect to bilateral trade, in 2024 around $33.9 billion of trade happened between India and Canada, the two-way trade. Okay, Canada से export क्या क्या होता है, जैसे fertilizers, pulses, energy products. Okay, so these are being exported from Canada to India, whereas on the other hand from India to Canada क्या क्या export जाता है, pharmaceuticals, textiles, IT services. So these are being exported to Canada. Okay, investment की अगर हम बात करें, then Canadian pension funds, these are the major investors in Indian infrastructure and renewable energy. Okay, और अभी जो revival of trade talks बढ़ रही है, so this is being planned for a comprehensive economic partnership agreement. So अभी रिसेंटली जो बात चल रही है, सो दिस इज बेसिकली अ प्लान टुवर्ड्स CEPA. ओके, तो व्हाट ऑल आर द रीसेंट डिप्लोमेटिक स्ट्रेंस? ओके, सो ब्रीफली मैंने पहले ही बताया था, सो लेट अस सी इन डिटेल्स. तो 2023 में एक कंट्रोवर्सी हुई थी. सो कंट्रोवर्सी क्या थी कि द देन प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ कनाडा जस्टिन ट्रूडो, उन्होंने एलिगेशन लगाया कि इंडिया वाज इन्वॉल्व इन द किलिंग ऑफ खालिस्तानी सेपरेटिस्ट लीडर जिनका नाम है हरदीप सिंह निज्जर. तो इंडिया का रिस्पॉन्स क्या था? इंडिया टोटली डिक्लाइंड or rejected the allegations and also called it absurd and politically motivated. Okay, तो उसका impact कहां पे पड़ा? The diplomatic relations got downgraded. There was suspension of trades and also there has been expulsion of diplomats. Okay, so बात यहां तक पहुंच गई थी. If we talk about the change in Canada's leadership, तो अभी recently जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर रिसेंटली बने हैं उनका नाम है मार्क कार्निस. एंड Mark Carney's government is prioritizing the revival of India and Canada relationship. कैसे? By resetting the relationships and emphasizing on sovereignty, mutual respect and also constructive agreement. Okay. So what all are the revival measures that has been taken? Okay. So revival and strategic dialogue. तो जैसे कि हम लोगों ने पहले डिस्कस किया कि हमारे एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर एस जयशंकर जी कैनेडियन फॉरेन मिनिस्टर जिनका नाम है अनीता आनंद, उनसे मिले इन न्यू दिल्ली. एंड दे हैड टॉक्ड ऑन एरियाज जैसे ट्रेड, एनर्जी, टेक्नोलॉजी, सिविल न्यूक्लियर कॉपरेशंस, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर उन्होंने बात किया. ओके, तो सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है? दिस इज बेसिकली द फर्स्ट हाई लेवल कैनेडियन विजिट इन ओवर 2 years. ओके, so what all are the key agreements and initiatives? Okay, so the key agreements being trade relaunch. क्यों? क्योंकि ministerial level trade discussion हुआ है and this has been started and they have drafted new CEPA partnership. Okay, and this is aligned with India's newer FTAs. एनर्जी कॉपरेशन की अगर हम बात करें, देन कनाडा एंड इंडियन मिनिस्ट्रियल एनर्जी डायलॉग, दिस हैज बीन रिव्यूड एंड एरियाज जैसे कुछ कुछ एरियाज में उनके ऊपर काम किया जाने वाला है, जैसे ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन, कार्बन कैप्चर एंड बायोफ्यूल्स, इलेक्ट्रिक मोबिलिटी. तो इन सब एरियाज के ऊपर इंडिया एंड कनाडा काम करेंगे एंड दिस विल लीड टू द एक्सपेंशन ऑफ LNG एंड LPG ट्रेड एज वेल एंड ऑल्सो क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स सप्लाई. ओके, अगर हम सिविल न्यूक्लियर डिस्कशन के ऊपर और सिविल न्यूक्लियर कोलैबोरेशन के ऊपर अगर हम बात करें, देन द सप्लाई ऑफ कैनेडियन यूरेनियम, इट विल सपोर्ट इंडियाज क्लीन एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन. ओके, एंड द क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स एनुअल डायलॉग, it has also been scheduled in Toronto in the year 2026. ओके, अगर हम एग्रीकल्चर एंड फूड सिस्टम्स की अगर हम बात करें, देन कोलैबोरेशन इन क्लाइमेट रेजिलिएंट एग्रीकल्चर, एग्री वैल्यू चेन्स एंड आल्सो न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी के ऊपर हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं. ओके, एंड देयर हैज बीन एम्फेसिस ऑन एग्रीकल्चर वाटर रिसाइकलिंग. अगर हम साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के ऊपर अगर हम बात करें, देन देयर हैज बीन रीलॉन्च ऑफ जॉइंट साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी कोऑपरेशन कमेटी. तो फोकस एरियाज कौन कौन से? artificial intelligence, digital infrastructure, cyber security. So these all are the focus areas. And Canada is also being invited in artificial intelligence impact summit, जो कि February 2026 में scheduled है. Okay. So what is the diplomatic and strategic significance? So diplomatic and strategic significance क्या है? It is basically rebuilding the trust and also de-risking the bilateral ties, जो कि 2023 के कंट्रोवर्सी के बाद बहुत ज्यादा एस्केलेट हो गया था. ओके, देन म्यूचुअल एम्फेसिस और रेस्पेक्ट फॉर कंसर्न्स एंड सेंसिटिविटीज, जैसे स्पेशली ऑन खालिस्तानी रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज, जो कि इंडिया का मेजर कंसर्न है. ओके, देन इट इज ऑल्सो सिग्नलिंग टूवर्ड्स अ renewed strategic partnership with Canadian participation in India's AI and tech initiatives. Okay. So The revival of India-Canada relations, it is basically reflecting a strategic reset. Okay, जिसमें क्या क्या बैलेंस हो रहा है, डिप्लोमेसी, ट्रेड, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एनर्जी कोलैबोरेशन. ओके, तो इंडिया का अप्रोच क्या है? इंडिया इज बेसिकली आइंग टुवर्ड्स सोवरेनिटी, म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट एंड प्रोएक्टिव एंगेजमेंट. जबकि कनाडा का फायदा कहां पर है? कनाडा will be able to gain a stable and long-term partner in the global south. Okay, now with this, let us see one mains question. The question says, evaluate the role of the Indian diaspora in shaping India-Canada bilateral ties. Okay, so you can attempt this question and write the answer framework in the comment box. Now let us see some of the prelims pointers. Okay, so the first pointer is Somnath Temple. तो द डायटी इज लॉर्ड शिवा. लोकेशन कहां पर है? सौराष्ट्र, गुजरात में, प्रभास पतन एरिया में. सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है? इट इज द फर्स्ट ऑफ 12 ज्योतिर्लिंगास. इट इज अ एंशिएंट पिलग्रिमेज साइट एट द त्रिवेणी संगम. त्रिवेणी संगम मतलब कौन कौन सी रिवर्स है? कपिला, हिरन, सरस्वती रिवर्स. ओके, अगर हम हिस्ट्री की बात करें, देन द सोमनाथ टेम्पल हैज बीन डिस्ट्रॉयड मल्टीपल टाइम्स बाय इन्वेडर्स, जैसे महमूद गजनी इन दी 11th century. Okay, if we talk about the reconstruction, then जो present जो temple है, this is in Chalukya style and it has been completed in May 1951 under Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Now the next prelims pointer of the day. So the second prelims pointer is Maitri 2 Station Antarctica. Okay, so it is India's newest proposed Antarctic research station. Okay, लोकेशन कहां पर है? ईस्टर्न अंटार्कटिका में. ओके, नोडल एजेंसी कौन सी है? नेशनल सेंटर फॉर पोलर एंड ओशियन रिसर्च एंड इट इज अंडर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ साइंस. अगर हम डिजाइन एंड फीचर्स की बात करें, देन इट विल बी लार्जर देन Maitri 1 and it will be having green research base which will be using solar and wind energy. Okay, next is it will be having automated instruments for data collection and it can operate unmanned. अगर हम कंस्ट्रक्शन टाइमलाइन की बात करें, देन इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू कंप्लीट इन जनवरी 2029. एग्जिस्टिंग बेसिस कौन कौन सी है? Maitri 1 and it is located in Chirmachar Oasis and it is operational since 1989 and it accommodates around 20 to 40 scientists. Bharati, it is operational since 2012. Dakshin Gangotri, it was the first Indian base but right now it is non-operational. Next prelims pointer is Blue Flag certification. Okay, so Blue Flag certification, it is awarded by फाउंडेशन फॉर एनवायरमेंटल एजुकेशन डेनमार्क. ओके, पर्पस क्या है? इट रिकॉग्नाइजेस बीचेस, मरीन्स एंड सस्टेनेबल टूरिज्म इनिशिएटिव्स. ओके, एंड दिस विल मीट द हाई एनवायरमेंट एंड सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड्स. क्राइटेरिया क्या है? देयर आर 33 पैरामीटर्स अंडर 4 पिलर्स. और 4 पिलर्स कौन कौन से? वाटर क्वालिटी, एनवायरमेंटल मैनेजमेंट, एनवायरमेंटल एजुकेशन, सेफ्टी एंड सर्विसेज. अगर हम हिस्ट्री की बात करें, देन इट वाज स्टार्टेड इन France in 1985. Okay, and in 2001 it was expanded outside Europe. Mission क्या है? It promotes sustainable tourism, environmental protection and also education. Indian blue flag beaches कौन कौन से? महाराष्ट्र में recently 5 certified beaches has been selected, but apart from that there are other beaches जैसे Shivrajpur, which is in Gujarat, Gogla, which is in Diu, Kasarkod and Pabu Bidri, which is in Karnataka, Kappad in Kerala, Rushikonda in Andhra Pradesh, Golden in Odisha, Radhanagar in Andaman and Nicobar, Kovalam in Tamil Nadu, Eden in Puducherry, Minicoy and Kadmat in Lakshadweep. So you should be knowing the name of the beaches and the related states. Okay. Now next prelims pointer is exercise Austra Hind. Okay, so exercise Austra Hind, so it is basically India Australia joint military exercise. Okay, it is a annual bilateral military exercise. Participants कौन है? जैसे नाम से पता चल रहा है, Austra means Australia and Hind is for Indian Army. Okay. Latest edition कहाँ पर है? It is 4th edition in 2025 जहाँ तो इरविन बैरक्स पर्थ ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. ओके. इंडियन कॉन्टिजेंट में कौन रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? बटालियन ऑफ गोरखा राइफल्स. ओके. एम क्या है? टू एनहांस द मिलिट्री कोऑपरेशन, टू इंप्रूव द इंटरऑपरेबिलिटी एंड आल्सो टू exchange the tactics, the techniques and also procedures in sub-conventional warfare. Okay. Focus areas कौन सी है? It is a joint company level operations in urban, semi-urban and semi-desert terrain, tactical drills, special arms skills, joint planning, and also it is integrating the emerging technologies. Other exercise जो कि इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बीच में है, ऑस इंडेक्स एंड pitch black. Okay. Next prelims pointer is Kiru hydroelectric project. Okay. So the type is 624 megawatt run of the river hydro project. Okay. Location कहां पर है? चेनाब रिवर. कहां पर? In किश्तवाड़, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. Okay. Dam, it is a concrete dam and the height is around 135 meter. Powerhouse क्या है? It is underground and it is 4 into 156 megawatt vertical Francis turbines. Developer कौन है? चेनाब वैली प्रोजेक्ट, चेनाब वैली पावर प्रोजेक्ट. NHPC 49%, JKSPDC 49% and PTC 2%. Status क्या है? 10 lakh meter cube of 12 lakh meter cube dam concrete has been completed. Significance क्या है? It will support the northern Indian power grid. It will also located between the Kirthai 2, which is upper stream, and Kwar, which is downstream project. Okay. Now let us see some of the prelims question. So the first question is, the Somnath temple in Gujarat is historically and culturally significant for several reasons. Which of the following statements is or are correct? It has been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times throughout history. The present temple was built in Nagara style of architecture. Somnath is considered a Jyotirlinga of Lord Shiva. It is situated on the banks of the river Narmada. Options are 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, 2 and 4 only, 1, 3 and 4 only. Next question. Consider the following statements about India's Maitri 2 station in Antarctica. It is proposed to be larger than the existing Maitri 1. It will rely entirely on fossil fuels for operations. NCPOR is the nodal agency responsible for the station. It is planned to be operational by 2029. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Options are 1, 2 and 3 only, 1, 3 and 4 only, 2 and 4 only, all of the above. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding the Blue Flag certification. It is a global eco level awarded by the Foundation for Environmental Education, Denmark, for beaches, marines and sustainable tourism initiatives. The certification evaluates sites based on water quality, environmental management, environmental education, safety and services. The Blue Flag certification was first introduced in India in 2021. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, all of the above. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding exercise Ostra Hind. It is an annual joint military exercise between India and Australia aimed at enhancing interoperability and sharing tactical expertise. The exercise primarily focuses on conventional warfare and large-scale armored operations. Other India-Australia military exercises include OS Index and Pitch Black. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Options are 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, all of the above. Now the last question for the day. Consider the following statements regarding the Kiru hydroelectric project. It is a 624 megawatt run-off river project located on the Chenab River in Jammu and Kashmir. The project includes a concrete gravity dam and an underground powerhouse with vertical Francis turbines. Kiru project is a joint venture between NHPC, JKSPDC and Power Grid Corporation of India. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Options are 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, all of the above. Now with this, we come to an end for today's lecture. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I also want all of you to write the answer in the comment box. So with this, I'm signing off. Let's meet in the next video. So till then, bye bye, take care, have a nice day, Jai Hind.